Welcome to Discovery Dynamics, where curiosity meets revelation. Here are the 60 interesting facts you didn't know. 1. Ants have two stomachs, one for themselves and one for sharing. The second stomach, called a crop, is used to store food that can be regurgitated and shared with other ants through a process called trophallaxis. This communal eating system strengthens their colony's social structure and ensures that food is distributed evenly. 2. Tomatoes were once believed to be poisonous in Europe. In the 18th century, Europeans avoided eating tomatoes because the acidic fruit would leach lead from pewter plates, causing lead poisoning. It wasn't until later that tomatoes became a staple of the European diet. 3. Doctors used to diagnose patients by tasting their urine. In the Middle Ages, doctors would often diagnose diseases by tasting a patient's urine. They believed the taste could indicate different illnesses, such as diabetes, which was identified by the sweet flavor of sugar in the urine, a practice that thankfully has been replaced by modern testing methods. 4. Peanuts aren't technically nuts, they are legumes. Unlike almonds, walnuts, or cashews, which grow on trees, peanuts grow underground, making them more closely related to beans and lentils. Their unusual growth process involves the plant's flowers bending down after pollination and pushing the developing pods into the soil. 5. Football fields were originally marked in grids, leading to the term gridiron. Early football fields were marked with a series of grids that resembled a gridiron cooking rack, giving rise to the sport's nickname, gridiron football. Though the field markings have changed, the term persists as a nod to the game's history. 6. Guitar strings were once made from animal guts. Before modern nylon and steel strings, guitar strings were made from the intestines of sheep and other animals. These catgut strings were used for centuries due to their unique sound quality and flexibility, and some musicians still use gut strings today for their warm, authentic tone. 7. Onions can absorb odors. Onions are natural odor absorbers and can be used to remove unwanted smells. Placing a cut onion in a room can help absorb strong odors like paint or smoke. However, this also means onions can absorb bacteria and toxins from the air, so it's best not to leave cut onions out for too long. 8. Elephants are essential ecosystem engineers. They play a crucial role in their habitats by creating water holes, digging up roots, and knocking down trees, which helps to shape the landscape. Their actions create environments that benefit other species, making them vital for maintaining biodiversity. 9. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. This name reflects their bright pink color and synchronized movements, which make them look like they are dancing. The pink hue comes from the carotenoids in their diet of algae and crustaceans. Interestingly, flamingos often stand on one leg, a behavior that helps them conserve body heat in cold water. 10. The shortest war in history lasted just 38 minutes. The Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 occurred when the Sultan of Zanzibar refused to step down as required by the British Empire. The conflict was resolved in less than an hour after heavy shelling from British ships. Despite its brevity, the war caused significant damage to the Sultan's palace and harbor, illustrating how even short conflicts can have lasting impacts. 11. Some turtles can breathe through their butts. Species like the Fitzroy River turtle have a cloacal respiration system that allows them to absorb oxygen through blood vessels in their rectum. This adaptation helps them stay submerged in water for extended periods. These turtles can remain underwater for up to 3 days, making them some of the most efficient underwater breathers among reptiles. 12. The human nose can remember 50,000 different scents. Our olfactory sense is more powerful than we often realize, capable of distinguishing subtle differences between thousands of smells. This vast scent memory plays a crucial role in recalling memories and recognizing familiar environments. In fact, the connection between smell and memory is so strong that certain scents can trigger vivid emotional responses and flashbacks. 13. An ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain. The ostrich's eyes are about the size of billiard balls, making them the largest of any land animal. This helps them spot predators from great distances, compensating for their relatively small brains. Despite their small brains, ostriches can run up to 45 miles per hour, using their keen vision to navigate and evade threats efficiently. 14. Humans share 60% of their DNA with bananas. This surprising fact highlights the commonalities across all living organisms. Many of the basic cellular functions are similar, even between such different species as humans and plants. This shared DNA underscores the interconnectedness of life on Earth, revealing that even simple organisms contribute to the complex web of biology. Don't miss out on future content. Hit subscribe and stay in the loop. 15. A snail can sleep for up to 3 years. Snails can enter a state of hibernation or estivation to survive extreme weather conditions, conserving energy until conditions improve. This ability helps them endure long droughts and cold spells. Snails' slow metabolism allows them to survive on very little food and water during these extended rests, making them surprisingly resilient creatures. 16. The word nerd was first coined by Dr. Seuss. In his 1950 book If I Ran the Zoo, Dr. Seuss introduced the term nerd to describe an imaginary creature. It quickly entered popular culture as a term for studious or socially awkward individuals. Over time, nerd has evolved into a badge of pride for those passionate about technology, science, and other specialized interests. 17. Ants never sleep, but they do take rest periods. Instead of long sleep cycles, ants engage in hundreds of short rest periods throughout the day, lasting just over a minute each. This allows them to remain active and maintain the colony's constant work cycle. These micronaps are so efficient that an ant colony can function 24/7, with different ants resting at different times to ensure continuous productivity. 18. Otters hold hands while they sleep to avoid drifting apart. This adorable behavior, called rafting, helps otters stay connected while floating on water. They often wrap themselves in kelp to anchor themselves and prevent separation during rest. This social bonding not only strengthens family ties but also provides extra protection from predators while they sleep. 19. Wombat poop is cube-shaped. Wombats produce cube-shaped feces, which helps prevent the droppings from rolling away. This peculiar adaptation allows them to mark their territory effectively without their scat rolling off rocks or logs. Scientists believe the unique shape is due to the wombat's slow digestive process and the varying elasticity of their intestines. 20. Cows produce more milk when they listen to music. Studies have shown that playing soothing music can help cows relax, leading to increased milk production. The calming effect of classical or slow-tempo tunes reduces stress and promotes lactation. Farmers often use playlists specifically designed for cows, which can increase milk yield by up to 3%. 21. The inventor of the Frisbee was turned into a Frisbee after he died. Walter Morrison, co-creator of the Frisbee, had his ashes molded into memorial Frisbees for his family and friends after his passing, making him forever a part of the game he helped popularize. This unique tribute reflects Morrison's love for the sport and serves as a lasting, playful memorial. 22. Squirrels are responsible for planting thousands of trees every year. Squirrels often bury nuts and seeds and forget where they hid them, which leads to the growth of new trees. Their forgetfulness plays a crucial role in forest regeneration. This natural process has a significant impact on the environment, aiding in the reforestation and spreading of plant species. 23. Jellyfish don't have brains, hearts, or bones. Despite lacking these organs, jellyfish are highly efficient predators, using their tentacles to sting and capture prey. Their simple nervous system and hydrostatic skeleton allow them to survive and thrive in oceans worldwide. Some jellyfish species can even glow in the dark, using bioluminescence to attract prey or deter predators. 24. A single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto. While we typically refer to pasta in its plural forms, each individual piece has a unique singular name. This specificity highlights the rich linguistic history of Italian cuisine. Interestingly, the plural form, spaghetti, comes from the Italian word spago, meaning string, which perfectly describes the shape of this popular pasta. 25. The world's largest snowflake on record was 15 inches wide. It fell in Fort Keogh, Montana, in 1887, and was reported to be the size of a large frisbee. Although such massive snowflakes are rare, they occur under unique atmospheric conditions. Snowflakes of this size are typically formed in extremely moist, cold conditions, making them a remarkable weather phenomenon. 26. Elephants can hear with their feet. Elephants detect seismic vibrations through specialized cells in their feet, which allows them to sense distant thunderstorms or other elephants communicating through ground signals. This ability plays a critical role in their survival. Additionally, they can communicate over long distances by producing low-frequency rumbles that travel through the ground, which can be felt by other elephants even miles away. 27. A single human hair can hold up to 100 grams of weight. Hair is incredibly strong for its size, comparable to steel in terms of tensile strength. This surprising strength helps protect our heads and maintain hair integrity despite daily wear and tear. Interestingly, the strength of hair is due to its complex structure, including keratin proteins that provide resilience and flexibility. 28. Ravens are capable of mimicking human speech. These intelligent birds can learn to replicate sounds, including words, as effectively as some parrots. In the wild, ravens use complex vocalizations to communicate with each other and navigate their environments. Ravens have also been observed using tools and solving complex problems, showcasing their advanced cognitive abilities. 29. Butterflies can see colors that humans can't. Their eyes are equipped with photoreceptors that can detect ultraviolet light, allowing them to see patterns on flowers that are invisible to the human eye. This ability helps them locate food and mates. These hidden patterns often guide butterflies to nectar sources, making them crucial players in the process of pollination. 30. The first alarm clock could only ring at 4 a.m. Invented in 1787 by Levi Hutchins, the clock was designed to wake him up for work. He never saw the need for a more flexible setting, so it remained fixed at the early hour. Modern adjustable alarm clocks didn't appear until 1876, illustrating how the concept of timekeeping has evolved with our needs. 31. In space, metal sticks together permanently. Known as cold welding, this phenomenon occurs because, in a vacuum, there's no oxidation layer on the metal surfaces, allowing atoms to fuse when they touch. This effect poses unique challenges for spacecraft construction. Engineers have to carefully consider material coatings and designs to prevent unintended welds in the harsh space environment. 32. A single teaspoon of honey is the life's work of 12 bees. Each bee contributes only a small fraction of the honey we consume. highlighting the immense collective effort required to produce even modest amounts of this sweet treat. The average bee only produces about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its lifetime, underscoring the value of every drop. 33. Polar bears have black skin under their white fur. The black skin helps them absorb and retain heat from the sun, essential for surviving the Arctic's freezing temperatures. Their translucent fur reflects light, giving them their iconic white appearance. Each hair strand is hollow, further aiding in insulation and heat retention during icy conditions. 34. Some frogs can be frozen solid and still survive. Wood frogs, native to North America, can endure being frozen during winter by using glucose as a cryoprotectant, which prevents ice crystals from damaging their cells. They thaw out and resume life in spring. During this frozen state, the frog's heart stops beating, and it doesn't breathe, essentially placing it in suspended animation until warmer temperatures return. 35. A cheetah's spots are as unique as human fingerprints. No two cheetahs have the same pattern, which helps scientists identify and track individual animals in the wild. These spots are crucial for camouflage in their natural habitat. The distinctive black, tear marks under their eyes also help reduce sun glare and enhance focus on prey during high-speed chases. 36. The smell of freshly cut grass is a plant distress call. The scent we associate with a freshly mowed lawn is actually the release of volatile compounds known as green leaf volatiles, GLVs, which are emitted by plants as a defense response to damage. These chemicals can also signal neighboring plants to boost their own defensive mechanisms against potential threats. 37. Snakes can predict earthquakes. Some snakes can sense seismic vibrations from an earthquake up to 5 days before it happens, often showing signs of unusual behavior like frenzied movements. Their heightened sensitivity allows them to detect changes in Earth's magnetic field, adding another layer to their early warning capabilities. 38. Bamboo can grow over 35 inches in a single day. This rapid growth makes bamboo one of the fastest growing plants in the world, often reaching heights of over 100 feet. Its resilience and growth rate make it a vital resource in many cultures, especially for building materials, food, and even textiles. 39. Mosquitoes are attracted to people who have recently eaten bananas. Bananas emit a scent that mosquitoes find attractive, making those who consume them more likely to be bitten. In addition, mosquito attraction is also influenced by the unique bacterial makeup of your skin, which can vary from person to person. 40. You can't hum while holding your nose. The reason is that humming requires air to be exhaled through your nose, and when you pinch it shut, the air has nowhere to escape, stopping the sound. This quirky human limitation highlights how intricately our vocal and respiratory systems are connected. 41. The average cumulus cloud weighs as much as 100 elephants. Despite appearing light and fluffy, clouds are packed with water droplets or ice crystals, adding up to thousands of tons in mass. These vast formations can hold millions of gallons of water, which eventually return to Earth as precipitation. 42. There's a lake in Australia that's naturally bright pink. Lake Hillier's bubblegum pink color is due to the presence of a specific type of algae and high salinity levels. Despite its unusual hue, the lake is completely safe to swim in, and its striking appearance makes it a popular spot for aerial photography. 43. Giraffes only need 5 to 30 minutes of sleep in a 24-hour period. They usually nap standing up, taking short naps throughout the day to stay vigilant against predators. Giraffes' unusual sleep habits are a result of their need to remain alert, and they can even go weeks without deep sleep when on high alert. 44. Some water bottles can self-clean using UVC technology. Modern water bottles, like LARQ, use UVC light to sanitize both the bottle and the water inside, killing up to 99.99% of bacteria and viruses. This technology helps keep the bottle clean and odor-free, making it perfect for travelers and adventurers, and it extends the lifespan of the bottle by reducing mold growth. 45. Vikings used to name their swords. Each sword was given a unique name, often inscribed on the blade, to reflect its significance in battle. These names were meant to imbue the weapon with a sense of identity and honor, and some swords were even believed to have mystical properties or spirits associated with them. 46. Orcas, or killer whales, are actually dolphins. Orcas belong to the oceanic dolphin family and are the largest members of this group. Their intelligence, social structure, and hunting techniques make them apex predators in marine ecosystems, and they have distinct dialects within their pods, which are used to communicate and coordinate hunting. 47. Shadows are darker on the moon than on Earth. This is due to the lack of atmosphere on the moon, which results in sharper and darker shadows without any light scattering. The stark contrast can make lunar landscapes look even more dramatic, creating a surreal environment where objects seem to stand out in sharp relief against the blackness. 48. Hippos sweat a natural sunscreen. Their skin secretes a red, oily fluid that acts as both a moisturizer and a protective barrier against UV rays. This unique secretion also has antibacterial properties, helping hippos stay healthy in harsh environments, and its reddish color has led to the misconception that hippos sweat blood. 49. The first computer mouse was made of wood. Invented in 1964 by Douglas Engelbart, the first mouse had 2 wheels and was encased in a wooden shell. This simple design laid the foundation for the modern computer mouse we use today, and Engelbart's invention was a revolutionary step toward human-computer interaction, paving the way for graphical user interfaces. 50. Coca-Cola was originally green. In its early days, Coca-Cola contained ingredients like coca leaves and cola nuts that gave it a greenish hue. Over time, the formula and color were altered, leading to the iconic brown drink we know today. The early recipe also included small amounts of cocaine, which was legal at the time and marketed as a medicinal tonic. As public health awareness grew, the formula was adjusted, and the beverage evolved into the globally recognized soft drink we see on shelves today. 51. There are more fake flamingos in the world than real ones. The iconic pink lawn ornaments outnumber living flamingos due to mass production, making these kitschy decorations more prevalent than their real-life counterparts. The original plastic flamingo was designed in 1957 by Don Featherstone and has since become a symbol of pop culture, often associated with American suburban life. Real flamingos, meanwhile, face habitat loss and population decline, making their plastic counterparts an odd reminder of their endangered status. 52. The sound of a tiger's roar can paralyze prey. Tigers' roars contain infrasound frequencies below the range of human hearing, which can cause temporary paralysis or disorientation in their prey, giving the tiger an advantage during hunting. This powerful roar can be heard up to 2 miles away, instilling fear in both prey and rival predators. Researchers believe this infrasound capability also plays a role in tiger communication, allowing them to convey dominance and territory without direct confrontation. 53. There are towels designed specifically for space. NASA developed special towels for astronauts that are both ultra-absorbent and compact. These towels are crucial for hygiene in the microgravity environment of space, where managing water and moisture is challenging. They are made of quick-drying materials that can hold a significant amount of liquid, preventing water droplets from floating and posing a hazard in the spacecraft. Astronauts use these towels for everything from personal hygiene to cleaning up spills, ensuring a clean and safe environment on board. 54. The most expensive water bottle ever sold cost $60,000. The Acqua di Cristallo Tributo a Modigliani bottle is made of pure gold and filled with spring water from France, Fiji, and Iceland. The bottle also contains 5 milligrams of gold dust, making it not only a luxury item but also the most expensive water bottle ever created. Designed by Fernando Altamirano, the bottle was crafted as a tribute to the famous artist Amedeo Modigliani, blending art, luxury, and exclusivity in a single piece. The bottle's unique design and precious contents make it a collector's item rather than a practical drinking vessel. 55. The first bicycles, called dandy horses, had no pedals and required riders to push off the ground with their feet. They were introduced in the early 19th century and were made entirely of wood. These early bicycles, also known as Laufmaschinen or running machines, were invented by Karl Drais and quickly became a trendy, albeit short-lived, fad among European nobility. Riders often struggled to maintain balance on the bumpy cobblestone streets, which led to many accidents and the eventual banning of these bikes in some cities. 56. Pineapples can eat you back. Pineapples contain an enzyme called bromelain, which breaks down proteins. When you eat fresh pineapple, the bromelain starts to break down the proteins in your mouth, which is why you might feel a tingling sensation. This enzyme is so strong that it's often used in meat tenderizers. Interestingly, bromelain is also used in the medical field to reduce inflammation and swelling, making it a popular natural remedy in some cultures. 57. Wedding rings are worn on the fourth finger due to a vein of love myth. The tradition of wearing wedding rings on the fourth finger of the left hand dates back to ancient Rome. They believed this finger contained the vena amoris, or the vein of love, which was thought to be directly connected to the heart. Though modern anatomy has debunked this myth, the romantic symbolism has endured, making the fourth finger a universal symbol of commitment. 58. YouTube was originally a dating site. YouTube was initially intended to be a video dating site called Tune In Hook Up. The founders quickly realized that people were more interested in sharing general videos, leading them to pivot the platform to what it is today, a global hub for all kinds of video content. The name Tune In Hook Up was chosen to reflect the idea of users connecting through shared interests, but as video sharing took off, it became clear that the broader video content would better serve their vision. 59. Red velvet cake. Chemical reactions create the red color. The red hue of the cake is often enhanced by the reaction between cocoa powder and acidic ingredients like vinegar or buttermilk. Originally, the cake's reddish tint was due to the natural anthocyanins in cocoa powder reacting with these acidic components, but modern recipes rely on red food dye. This vibrant color has become iconic, making red velvet cake a visually striking choice for celebrations and special occasions. 60. Hello wasn't commonly used until the 19th century. Before the advent of the telephone, the word hello was not commonly used as a greeting. It became popular as a telephone greeting when Thomas Edison suggested it as a way to start a conversation. Alexander Graham Bell had originally suggested ahoy as the greeting for answering the telephone. Thanks for joining us on this journey through fascinating facts. If you enjoyed these intriguing tidbits and want to keep discovering more amazing insights, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. At Discovery Dynamics, we're all about exploring the wonders of the world and bringing new knowledge right to your screen. See you in the next video, where curiosity meets discovery.